Throughout history, black actresses have defied stereotypes, broken barriers, and left indelible marks on film, television, and stage. Today, we honor 10 extraordinary women whose lights may have dimmed on this earth, but whose legacies shine brighter than ever. This is our tribute, a countdown of the top 10 black actresses who have passed away. 10. Janette Dubois, 9/45/2020, known for Good Times, The Wayans Brothers. Moving on up, The Jeffersons theme. Janette Dubois was more than an actress. She was a cultural force. Best known for her role as Willona Woods on Good Times, Dubois brought both sass and heart to the screen. Born in Brooklyn, New York, she began her career on Broadway before making her way into television and film. In addition to her acting, Janette co-wrote and sang Moving On Up, the unforgettable theme song to The Jeffersons. She won 2 Emmy Awards for her voiceover work and was a trailblazer for black women in comedy and TV writing. 9. Roxy Roker, 1929-1995. Known for The Jeffersons. Roxy Roker made history playing Helen Willis on The Jeffersons, part of one of the first interracial couples shown on American primetime television. Born in Miami and raised in Brooklyn, Roker was a classically trained actress who studied at Howard University and later at the Yale School of Drama. Her elegance and grace brought depth to a groundbreaking role. She was also the mother of rocker Lenny Kravitz, passing on a legacy of creativity and boundary-pushing art. 8. Esther Roll, 1920-1998. Known for Good Times Maud. Esther Roll brought dignity and strength to her roles, most famously as Florida Evans in Good Times and Maud, born in Florida. As the 10th of 18 children, she attended Spelman College and later studied acting in New York. Roll was committed to portraying black families in a positive light and often challenged writers and producers to uplift rather than stereotype. In 1979, she won an Emmy for her role in Summer of My German Soldier, cementing her status as a powerhouse actress with deep convictions. 7. Cicely Tyson, 1924-2021. Known for Sounder, the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman, How to Get Away with Murder. Cicely Tyson's name is synonymous with excellence. Over a career spanning 7 decades, she portrayed black women with poise, complexity, and strength. Tyson refused roles that degraded the image of black women, which made her a pioneer of integrity in Hollywood. Her performance in the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman won 2 Emmys, and her later roles, including as Annalise Keating's mother in How to Get Away with Murder, introduced her to a new generation. She was awarded an honorary Oscar and the Presidential Medal of Freedom for her contributions to the arts and civil rights. 6. Eartha Kitt, 1927-2008. Known for Batman, Boomerang, voice of Isma in The Emperor's New Groove. A singer, dancer, and actress, Eartha Kitt was one of the most dynamic entertainers of the 20th century. Born in South Carolina, she rose from an impoverished and abusive childhood to international fame. As Catwoman in the 1960s Batman series, she exuded confidence and seduction, breaking racial boundaries in a major TV role. Eartha also spoke truth to power, famously criticizing the Vietnam War at the White House, which temporarily stalled her career. But she never backed down. Her raspy voice and fierce personality made her unforgettable. 5. Ruby Dee, 1922-2014. Known for A Raisin in the Sun, Do the Right Thing, American Gangster. Ruby Dee's artistry was inseparable from her activism. As one of the most respected actresses of her generation, she tackled roles that reflected the black experience with honesty and power. Her role in A Raisin in the Sun both on stage and in film is iconic, and she was a frequent collaborator with her husband, Ossie Davis. Dee was also on the front lines of the civil rights movement, marching with Dr. King and Malcolm X. Her work in American Gangster earned her an Oscar nomination at age 83, proof that talent never fades. 4. Hattie McDaniel, 1893-1952. Known for Gone with the Wind. Hattie McDaniel was the first black person to win an Academy Award for her role as Mammy in Gone with the Wind, 1939. Born to former slaves, she began as a singer and radio performer before making her mark in film. Despite facing criticism for taking stereotypical roles, McDaniel paved the way for black performers in Hollywood, often working behind the scenes to support black talent. Her legacy is complicated but foundational. and she remains a symbol of triumph in a time of deep racial injustice. Number 3, Diane Carroll, 1935-2019, known for Julia, Claudine, Dynasty. Diane Carroll was the epitome of elegance and sophistication. In 1968, she became the first black woman to star in a non-servant role on primetime TV in Julia, a show that portrayed her as a nurse and single mother. Carroll won a Tony Award and was nominated for an Oscar for her role in Claudine. With roles in Dynasty and A Different World, she constantly redefined what black women could be on screen. She was also a fierce advocate for women's rights and racial equality. 2. Whitney Houston, 1963-2012. Known for The Bodyguard, Waiting to Exhale, The Preacher's Wife. While Whitney Houston is most celebrated for her angelic voice, her acting career also made a major cultural impact. Her debut in The Bodyguard alongside Kevin Costner was a box office hit, showcasing her acting chops and leading lady status. Waiting to Exhale and The Preacher's Wife solidified her as a relatable, powerful black woman on screen. Houston's tragic passing at the age of 48 shook the world, but her influence remains through her films, music, and the generations of artists she inspired. 1. Dorothy Dandridge, 1922-1965. Known for Carmen Jones, Island in the Sun, Dorothy Dandridge was Hollywood's first black female movie star. In 1954, she became the first black woman nominated for a Best Actress Oscar for Carmen Jones. Her beauty and talent were undeniable, but racism in Hollywood limited her opportunities. Despite this, she persisted, paving the way for all black actresses who followed. Dandridge's life was marked by both triumph and tragedy, and her story remains one of resilience. She opened doors that had long been shut and became a symbol of what was, and still is, possible. These women were pioneers, warriors, and artists. They entertained, inspired, and transformed. Though they are no longer with us, their brilliance continues to light the way. Let us remember them not just for what they did, but for who they were.